Like through this film.
Yeah, I got Demon Hunters. Okay. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to 127 Reacts, where we react to trailers every Monday and Wednesday. My name is Jeff, and I'm joined by these fellow losers, Dominic
Hello.
and Brandy.
I just now got it.
And today we're going to be talking about the new series from HBO called It, Welcome to Derry, which is based on It, you know, Stephen King story with the clown that eats kids. Spoilers. So we're going to watch the trailer. We're going to talk about it afterwards, give our individual scores, and then compile those scores into one studio number. So stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss what we have to say about this. Okay? Like and subscribe. Comment down below as you're going along if you see anything you like or don't like, or something you want to point out. Share this video with your friends. Share it with someone you don't like. Hit that bell notification so you get notified when we talk shit about more movies and TV shows. And, well, let's get into it.
You're like, share this with your enemies.
Hey, they're sharing it. I think that's good.
You poor thing. Get in before you catch your death of cold.
Now you just tell us where home is, and we'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
Anywhere but Derry.
Things that happened in the past.
My family and I just moved to town.
Oh.
Hey, baby.
Happened in your mind.
Don't know what that's like.
Today was 4 months. And they never even found a body. That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned? Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
Oh,
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
I heard voices. In the pipes.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here in Derry.
Oh, Max becoming HBO Max again.
Listen, sometimes it takes us a while to find a name that
Huh?
really resonates with us.
How the hell is anybody going to know what to type in? They're all used to Max. What's this HBO shit?
Listen, guys,
Who's heard of this HBO?
Yeah, what the fuck is HBO?
We need to give HBO Max the space it needs to find herself, okay?
God damn.
Again?
Again, so that's just, the process is hard,
Almost like they should have just never become Max.
I'm happy. I never said Max. I've never said Max. They announced that they were doing that. I dead named the shit out of HBO.
Hey, if I dead name Twitter, I'm gonna dead
Yeah,
name
exactly. I never call
HBO
X
Max.
Twitter, or I never called Twitter X. It's always Twitter. Someone says X, I'm like, oh, you mean Twitter?
How dare you?
After they dropped the HBO, I dropped the Max. I just started calling it HBO. Oh, I saw that on HBO. Yeah. It was dumb. Okay. Glad they saw the error of their ways. They got rid of ugly Sonic and they went to something everybody liked. Okay. Anyways, who's going first?
I'll pop off.
Okay.
Why does this exist? Is this like a prequel? Am I misunderstanding?
Well, take place in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first part 1 took place in the 90s, right? 90s?
I think it was the 80s.
I thought it was
the 80s,
yeah.
early 90s.
And then the second one took place in like the early 2000s. Which if you see the second one, spoilers. There's no more Pennywise at the end of the second one.
At the end of the second one.
Because they call
Have you seen
Pennywise
it,
a little
Brandon?
bitch.
Not that I haven't seen the second one. I saw the first one.
Wow.
I've seen all that to say that I feel kind of, I guess, distanced from this series, and I don't know, like, I don't really have my thoughts together. It looks like a scary time. I just don't know how well like horror translates into like TV shows. I can't really think I can like name any horrific or horror genre TV shows, at least not that I've seen or heard of a lot of.
American Horror Story.
I never watched that. Um,
Like,
There's good seasons and there's bad seasons. Okay.
but to have not seen any of them.
So all that to say, like, I think the set looks really cool. I do like the characters, and I don't really, I guess I don't really understand the story enough to be invested, but it looks like it's well executed. I'm really curious how long this series is going to go on for, or what it's going to unveil that the first and second new films didn't, or if it's going to lean on the book a little bit more. Because I did read a good portion of it. It's a huge book, but it's an enjoyable read. It's slow because it's Stephen King, but there's some parts in there that are definitely spooky. So with all that, I would give this like a lukewarm 5.75, because like I do feel like when it gets the ball rolling, it can be a really scary good time. But I really wish I was a bit more invested to be like, oh man, this is like something I want to see. So yeah, 5.75 is where I'm at.
Okay, Dominic, you hear me?
Up to you, boss.
I'll go next. I have not read the book. I was going to. I've seen the original 4-part television series, and I've seen both of the new movies. And I feel like I understand the material really well, but I'm unsure how because I know they set up in the movies, the new ones, that this has happened before, and they set up all these different time periods and these glimpses into these time periods. I'm not sure if this is glimpses back in like chapters of the book. This is based off of something, but I can assume that if they are going to do multiple seasons, they would go to these eras before in these 25-year increments to kind of give background on these things. We know these kids aren't going to win against him, I guess, because obviously he comes back later, unless they like kind of beat him up to where he has to go into hibernation or something like he does at the end of the first film. So I'm curious to see that. I really enjoyed the first It film. I enjoyed parts of the second one, but there's a thing about Stephen King where he gets a little too like hokey with the ideas, and it kind of like loses people a little bit. Like this, the whole Native American thing with the flying space turtle that can defeat it, and all this like weird stuff. I feel like they didn't include any of that stuff in the first one. They hinted at it, but they didn't include it, and they kind of kept it a little more, well, as grounded as you could. And then in the second one, they're like, well, people liked this, so let's put a little more of the wackier ideas into this. And I feel that's where it lost me. And personally, the whole thing where at the end where they kill Pennywise and they just call him a bitch the whole time. They're like, you're a bitch. And he's like, oh, that sucks. Stop saying mean words to me. And then he dies. I mean, I get it, but it wasn't my thing. But hey, they're well done movies. So this series I'm looking forward to. I still have HBO for the time being until they crack down on the password thing. Then I won't have it anymore. But if I still have it, I'll watch it. And I'll give it a 7.7. I think that's a good number. Hey, I got...
Oh, hey!
He's right there. I didn't even know.
You forgot that was there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all the stickers that are on the side of my thing. I put them there and I kind of just forget about it.
Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Dominic, go.
I didn't grow up watching the film with Tim Curry. I saw that, I think, when I was a bit older. So my main involvement is just the It's chapters 1 and 2 movies. I didn't know they were going to do like a prequel series, and I was looking it up while Jeff was talking, and I guess this TV show is based on interlude chapters from the novel. Also, apparently, the directors want it to potentially span 3 seasons because they want to do it in different time periods.
Okay.
So they want to do one right now, They want to do one in 1962, and then they want to jump back to 1935 and 1908, possibly.
Oh wow.
Because, yeah, those were some of the time periods that they showed in the movie. Like, they showed specific ones, and when they had announced the series, I thought, okay, they set it up in the movie that they can expand on this. So, but I didn't know that was part of the novel.
So kind of hearing that it's not just made up, it's based on from the novel, but they also want to tackle different time periods, I think is interesting. Because, I mean, I can't remember, like, what was... I can't remember the character, like, who stayed in Derry and, like, researched it, but I imagine there are some exciting things that happen in those time periods where Pennywise pops up. So it'd be exciting to watch. Also, I was gonna say it's too spooky, but I feel like I was more scared of chapter 1 than chapter 2. I don't think I was really that terrified of chapter 2 parts. I think it's just more off-putting, unsettling. Whereas I feel like chapter 1 was like scary. I don't know they're gonna do a show, but it does look interesting. I think I'll give this a watch. It looks good. Already like feeling bad for the cast. Want them to succeed. I'll give it an 8. Just more. It's more. Don't know if I need it, but hopefully the payoff is worth it.
This one gets a 715.
Wow.
715.
Well, you heard it here, guys, gals, everything in between.
Non-binary pals.
Yep.
It's 715.
7.15 is what we give it here at 127 Studios. So like and subscribe, comment down below. What are your thoughts? What are your theories? What are your questions? What are you... notifications, shares. Have a good day or night, afternoon
or afternoon,
morning,
or
or
brunch.
hey, why are you awake right now? Go to sleep.